but it's my favorite clip that I use all the time. It's the famous Jim Calhoun "I fucked up" rant. When he said that, were you like, I fucking love this guy for life? I mean, you probably loved him anyway beforehand, but I fucking love that clip so much. The "I fucked up. I took Karan Butler and Emeka Okafor. They're not bad."
Recruiting's hardly an exact science. But what does Gomes do that just blows you away now that you maybe no one saw?
You only go throughout the country of the guys that came and didn't go. I'm a genius. I took Emeka Okafor to 100. It's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard. I've explained it 1,000 times. I fucked up. I didn't take Ryan Gomes. Does that make you happy?
You fucked up.
Jesus Christ Almighty! It took 18 months to sell the kid to Providence. It's been written about. It's been talked about. Don't shake your fucking head. If you ask a question, I'm telling you how I feel about it. I took Emeka Okafor and Karan Butler. They're not bad. I can't take every player. We have 13 scholarships.
Yo, I said, after I saw that clip, I said, man, he's such a G. Like, yes. Jim Calhoun just a G, man. He kept it straight up and down, like, this funky with it. Like, he was like, look, like, y'all gonna fault me for taking Karan Butler, who's a fucking lottery pick, and Emeka Okafor, like, over a player that has had, like, a good – and Ryan Gomes was a former teammate of mine, but, like, come on, man. Like, the comparisons was just different. And, you know, he's a hell of a player, but come on, man. You can't fault him for the selections that he made. Like, they walked away with championships because of that, and, you know, Elite Eights and Big East titles. And, you know, we had lucrative careers and stuff like that. So shout out to Jim Calhoun for standing his ground and checking whatever hell the reporter was that asked him that question in that moment.
I love that. I love that rant so much. What was it like, the recruiting process, when Jim Calhoun came and visited you and said, I want you to come to UConn?
Yeah, it was crazy because I was not coming to Connecticut. I already committed to UNLV. You know, my prep school coach, Max Good, and Bill Bano had joined forces there. And before my prep year at MCI, my prep school coach had left. So immediately people thought, because he was my coach, I was following, which I was. And I signed, I was about to sign a letter of intent. I verbally committed. And Jim Calhoun came. Look, I got to tell you, no one ever asked me this. Jim Calhoun came to the block. He came to the hood. Like, he came out to Racine, where, like, I got into a lot of shit at, and he sat down and talked to my family. And I'm going to tell you, the decision wasn't even mine no more. Like, my grandma and my mom's was like, your ass going with him. Like, I like him. Like, he's what you need, and that's where you going. And I bought into it because before all this social media stuff, ESPN Plus, Stores, Connecticut, Bristol, that was the hub for basketball. So whatever you did on the campus of UConn, that shit was being seen on a national level. So I saw Richard Hamilton, I saw Donnie Marshall, Ray Allen. I was like, yo, I need to be part of that fabric and that culture.
Yeah. Also, keeping you out of Las Vegas. Your grandma was probably like, yeah, I would rather have you go live in Connecticut than live down on the strip.
Yeah, he's too young for all that shit. Like,
yes.
Yeah, we're not going to throw him in the fire.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, so you go to UConn. I've always wondered about playing in the Big East tournament because at times, I know this seems like a wild take, but the NCAA tournament can feel almost anticlimactic if you're a huge Big East fan and you watch a great Big East tournament. Was it tough to get back up and to get your energy going after, you know, playing all those games in Madison Square Garden and then turning around and having to play again in a bigger tournament later?
It's so crazy. That's a great question. No one ever asked that.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you what. It's like, and people out here know what I'm talking about. If your kids play in like these club teams or the traveling circuit, like AAU basketball is just that. You may go to a city respectfully for a weekend, right? You may arrive there on a Friday. You got a late night game, pool play, and then you're playing back to back to back to back to back. Every hour and a half to 2 hours, you're playing basketball games. So that's equivalent to 3 or 4 games a day. So we got accustomed to being accustomed. So like the Big East was like just, you know, shit, we was creatures of habit. We got accustomed to that flow and it didn't bother us. And then when you're trying to compete for a title, I mean, whether your body hurt or whatever the case may be, all you see is what your goal is and what your eyes are set on. And we was on a mission. And we try to stay true to that mission in the midst of that, all that, you know, battling in the Big East.
All right, I know you got to go because you got something you got to host, but I have one last question for you. What happened with the hair on TV? You just didn't learn your lesson from Carlos Boozer, and you showed up one day to TV with fake hair.
No, Booze, that's my guy, but he painted his shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, you I don't know what you put. You astroturfed yours.
No, so they was doing in studios. I don't know. A lot of people understand. Like Turner Studio is like a huge family, and they had a hub of Grant Hill, Shaquille O'Neal, all these guys, and Grant Hill was doing a video or commercial rather with I think Fila, and he was playing against his younger self. So they put the box on him, the old Duke box, the high top.
Yep.
And I saw that, I was like, yo, that shit is ill. I was like, yo, can somebody do that to me? They were like, yeah, we put the piece on, boom. And I was like, I'm wearing that shit on television. They were like, you are not wearing that on television. I was like, watch. And prior, just the day before, I had a complete bald head.
Yes.
This is why it was so crazy. So I called my wife. I said, turn on television. I said, watch me on NBA television. I'm about to go live. She turns on, and lo and behold, I had a head full of hair. And that shit just went viral quick. People was like, yo, what is going on? Now, this is my real hair right here. This so people know I can grow my shit.
Yeah.
I just can't grow it like a chia pet. I can't grow it in one day.
It was a hilarious picture. That actually makes sense. That explanation makes perfect sense.
Did she like it, or was she like, "What the fuck is on your head"?
Combination of both. What the fuck? But it kind of looked okay.
Yeah.
You look like a younger you. Okay, I'm vibing. But like I did it just for that, just to get a reaction, to see was people really watching. I was like, damn, like a lot of people was watching the show. And if they wasn't, they start watching because this fool just popped up with some damn hair.